And welcome back to Top of the Deck, guys. You have your boy Ace of Bats here. And today, I actually got a fan request a little earlier today for a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile, but not just any profile. We wanted to do the Invoked profile. So I thought, hey, you know what? We've literally gotten one fan request. May as well go ahead and live it out for him. Let's get started. Got one Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. That is your boss monster for the whole deck. Trump card, you get rid of an ultimate dragon. It's not super easy to summon, but it's very searchable. It's easier to summon nowadays too, especially with the invocation cards and Future Fusion coming off the ban list, and it's a great beat stick for the end of the fight. We also have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, classic vanilla style of course, in 3 different artworks, my personal favorite in the new movie artwork. 3 Blue Eyes Alternative Dragons to go with their 3 original Blue Eyes White Dragons. So those are always beneficial. 2 Dragon Spirits of White. These were selected because they're functionally Cosmic Cyclone and they're also a free level 8 body, can't hurt. 3 White Stone of Ancients, because this also enables the Spirit Dragon combo here, gets you back to your big blue eyes when you need them. 1 White Stone of Legend. That one puts a Blue Eyes in your hand, and you know it's not bad discard fodder. Let's talk about the Sage with the Eyes of Blue. I'm only running 2 because I'm running a Maiden as my 3rd copy of a spellcaster, mainly because of the good combo that we run into. Alistair the Invoker. So this guy's going to get you into your fusion cards here, and that's the monster lineup. So for casting a spell, we start with 3 trade-in over here. Big engine, a lot of big monsters that you kind of want in the graveyard. Dragons are stronger in the graveyard than shooting zombies are in the graveyard. So let's get them in the graveyard, get the engine moving, get your combo pieces faster. More importantly, Melody of Awakening Dragon pulls the combo pieces that you want. This is almost a guaranteed Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon every single time. You discard a stone, you're probably going to get a free Blue Eyes at the end of the turn anyway, so you can get a lot of free plus. 3 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords. This monster reborn with my body as a shield built into it. It's basically reborn on steroids for level 7 and 8 dragons, and this deck runs nothing but level 8 dragons. And you get 2 terraformings, and then you have your option to search for one of the 2 mausoleums of white. That's what you want with your Alistair, or with your Sage and your Maiden to get a little combo going there. And then Magical Meltdown, that's actually going to help you find your Alistair super easy, and that's going to get you right into your fusions. 2 Invocation. It functions as a recyclable polymerization and kind of a Dragon's Mirror at the same time, so it's a pretty neat little tech. Soul Charge, 1000 life point monster reborn, enough said. Dragon Shine gets the appropriate eggs into the graveyard, and the appropriate dragon into the graveyard, and then the appropriate dragon either out of your deck or back into your hand. It's a good deal. Silver's Cry, this thing's basically a Cosmic Cyclone on legs as long as you got a Spirit Dragon of White in the graveyard. Dragon's Mirror, another easy way to get to Ultimate Summon Shining, or Neo actually if you need it. Future Fusion, fun tech, not super competitive, but I like having it because I run a Shining build. And Twin Twister, most importantly, because this is a turbo version, it hates back row. We run no back row, so we're just going to get rid of it, gets rid of the dead cards in hand. So extra deck. 1 Decode Talker. There aren't any real generic dragon type monsters right now in the links, so we're gonna just work on Decode Talker for now. You can do Link Spider and Gofu and a few other things. This deck doesn't require as big an extra deck lineup as it used to, but it is nice to have the options as a toolbox. 1 number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Man, that name is epic, and you know it's an epic card. Holds down spell cards, keeps your opponent at bay. And then I have a full Galaxy suite down here. We got the full armor, we got number 62, and then we got number 95 just to get some engines rolling, get some dragons in the graveyard, and start doing some more damage here. Ancient Fairy Dragon is a light synchro we're using. We usually use that to climb into Crystal Wing. There's a nice combo you can do with that, and you can actually use Mausoleum with that to get into Crystal a little faster. 2 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragons to jump into Ancient Fairy Dragon. But if you find you have an extra one, you can always go into Azurize, which is basically Marching the Monarch for a couple of turns on legs for dragons. And now for our Invoked engine, we're only running 2. One Invoked Makaba, just because everything in the deck is light, so obviously it's an easy one to get to. And then another one we're using, Invoked Magellantica. So that one, just a big beater, 3,000 points, level 8. The most important thing, it banishes the rat. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is my first one here, just because it's got the jankiest OTK of all time. I've used it twice ever. As Twin Burst Dragon, Cyber Twin Dragon is a knockoff. This guy's the OG. He banishes things that can't be destroyed by battle. And of course, the one, the only Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, just because you go into Shining that way. Now, keep in mind, this depends on your local meta, your competitive meta, just whatever you're running up against in the meta. This is what you kind of want to work around. So, here's a good thing for Zoo. I recommend Chaos Form and Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Didn't have room to put in the Manjuice and the Senjuice, and honestly, I'm not fond of the whole Ritual engine, but you know, it does the job, does it well. 2 Amorphage Goliath. It's a level 8 dragon type monster, and it's Vanity's Emptiness on legs. Lava Golem, another level 8 monster that works with trade-in. More importantly, it clears out big boards, get rid of a Decode Talker and a Trident. Boom, you're lit, ready to rock and roll. 1 Darkstorm Dragon, just because Demise decks are a thing, you pop their entire back row just by using your normal summon on this guy. Max C, because the Max C challenge is real. We've got the Flying Sea over here. It can work against Zoo, it doesn't work against Barrage, just FYI. 2 Artifact Lancia. Link formats upon us, Cosmos are coming back. It is time to stop the banishing. Spell Shattering Arrow. You guys saw in my last video that pendulums are not dead, so you still need to be ready. And 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. Sometimes I don't want to do the discard, so it's nice to have those. Quick spot removal. And you know what? It's cheaper than Cosmic Cyclone, let's be honest. And that was our Blue Eyes Invoked deck profile over here. So Shining's kind of a tech. You can really replace that with another Sage. You can replace that with another Meltdown. Number of other things. But it's a fun little tech to play. I suppose that is it. Thanks again to Buster Blader for suggesting this deck profile. And you know, if you guys think of anything else you want me to profile, give me a whistle, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week.